How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play The Guardian Legend, Episode 5. Last episode, we cleared our way through the first forest zone, and today we are going to hit Corridors 13 and 3, which will clear those out and get us our next key. Corridor 3 especially is really challenging. Let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll get this show on the road. So here we have our first jungle corridor. Again, the jungle area is kind of where, to me at least, the difficulty really starts picking up. And Jungle 3 especially is the first boss that will prove to be a major headache for a lot of people. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. So first, as you can see, we definitely have a lot more projectiles flying around at this point in the game than we had originally. Now these spherical things, you remember when we first saw them in the introductory stage, I just avoided them completely. Here they can still take ridiculous amounts of damage, but they can be destroyed, so we'll go ahead and take those out in order to clear space for ourselves. Now these red things, I don't know if you'll get the chance to see it here, but those, if they get too far forward, they explode and pelt you with 20-30 shots that are really hard to destroy. Now again here, there is a lot more flying at you, but things don't do ridiculous amounts of damage at least, so you can be not worry too much about taking the occasional hit. Some more enemy erasers there. We won't have to use those till much later in the game. Here we got a nice little gauntlet. I can take these out relatively quick. Took some damage, but not too bad. And there's the Siren. So this boss is what I've always referred to as the missile turret boss. And the trick for him, he basically appears and disappears, and when he is on the screen is the only time he's susceptible to damage. He shows up, he fires off about 20 missiles, none of which do particularly large amounts of damage, and then disappears again. The best thing to do is just what I'm doing here. Take your side sabers, get right up next to them, let the sabers do the damage. They'll actually take out most of the missiles in the process. And the missiles will typically drop item boxes, so if you do it right, you can get a lot of free power. Like you said, there you go. You can see how many missiles he shoots out. They can be taken out, but overall, though, a fairly easy boss, even if you take a different strategy than what I'm doing here. This is just what I've always found the quickest and easiest way to kill him. And there he goes. So let's fly out of here, and then we're going to head to Corridor 3, which is literally right next door. And as our reward for clearing Corridor 13, we get an armor upgrade, which is very much a good thing going into Corridor 3. So now we have 1 weapon upgrade and 2 armor upgrades. Turn off our sub-weapon. Let's head through this portal, and you'll remember the hint for Corridor 3 was wait forever. So we're going to sit here, and after I think it's about 30 seconds or so, the gate to the corridor will pop open. Kind of annoying, nobody likes to sit and wait, but hey, oh there we go. So more like 15 seconds. So the gate is popped. We'll fly in. So Corridor 3, like I said, this is usually the first corridor that really proves to be a stumping point for people. You'll notice I am actually going to be fairly careful here to try to keep my health up. You do not want to go into the boss at this corridor with less than full health. The corridor itself is not all that difficult, but the boss most definitely is. We still have a lot of projectiles coming out on the screen in here. You do your best to try to keep up with them and kill things before they can shoot too much, but sometimes so much comes at once that you just can't do anything about it. Energy tank. Too bad we actually have full life, so it doesn't help too much at the moment. Now we got a section here where we're going to have a little more coming at us. Break our way through this. It's hard to top us off. Wait till the last minute to make it up. And we're flying, and we're flying. Here's the red things again. Even if they manage to pop, they don't do a ridiculous amount of damage. It's just one of those, it's easier to deal with them before they pop. Later in the game, we'll have ones of those that do so much damage it's impossible to destroy them before they pop. There we go. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab our fireballs, I think. Maybe sword? No, fireballs. Stick with what I'm used to. So for our boss here, we have a blue eyeballs. And as you can see, he not only drops longer strands than the green one did, but he drops them at variable speeds as well. So sometimes he drops them, they come out slowly and stick. Other ones he drops, and they just speed off of the screen. And as you can see, they still do quite a bit of damage, even with our armor upgrades. About 3 damage for touching one of the drops, and about a bar of damage for touching the bullet. The key here is to just be patient, whittle away at him, don't get too aggressive. Don't go out of your way to try to get closer to nail him with fireballs. Oop, okay, this is getting close. If any boss could kill me off here, this one. Oh, there we go. Thank God. And the blue boss is dead. We got him on our first try, which actually kind of surprises me. That gives us our wavy key, which will open up our next area. Go ahead and blow the corridor, and as our reward, we get an energy tank, which may seem silly, but when you fight a boss that difficult, it makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up there. Next time we'll be heading out into the next area to explore. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Throw any suggestions or feedback you have into the comments, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.